Oh dear, we are already nearly here. Nearly time for June, which is a very exciting but scary month for Ark Survival, and there's many reasons behind this. Today, we are talking about ARK Aquatica. Yes, you're not wrong, ARK Aquatica. There is a lot to cover in this video. We're talking about something that's happening, and by the looks of things, this DLC is launching, and it looks like it's going to launch alongside or nearby Ragnarok Ascended, which is the hyped map coming to the new game, but Aquatica is coming to the old game. So this is going to be a weird month, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see what happens, and IGN have been posting out what's going on. So drop a like, subscribe, and let's dive into this world of madness. Right, hello, Small Dom is back, and as you can see on the screen, you're not reading this wrong. IGN Live exclusive partner Snail Games ARK Aquatica will be at IGN Live. Snail Games ARK Aquatica will have an exciting interactive booth at IGN Live where fans can ride an actual sea creature from ARK Aquatica. Get your tickets now for the event in downtown LA on June 7th to June 8th and use the code IGNX for a discount. Now, as for the comments, they are clearly not very popular. Is it an AI-generated booth too? An AI, sorry, I was meant to say. The Aquatica booth, and it's like Ed, and Eddie. And there's lots of bots in the comments saying things like, you know, that sounds like a blast, riding a sea creature from ARK Aquatica. Can't wait to see it at IGN Live. But pretty much all of the real comments, unfortunately for Snail Games, are incredibly negative. And unfortunately, the only thing I can say to this, as I've always said, is they've brought it on themselves. And the fact is, if this is gonna be a good DLC, they've ruined their chances of making it a good DLC. So ARK Aquatica is actually launching in June. That's been pretty much confirmed now. And by the looks of things, it's not going to be early June, because it depends if they are doing this event in preparation for it, or they'll launch in these dates, June 7th to June 8th. And the thing that is so crazy is you've got Unreal Engine 5.5 launching in 4 days on June 2nd. You've got Dune Awakening launching on June 5th. You've got Aquatica, which is launching sometime around this. And then you've got around at the same time on the 18th, you've got Ragnarok. What is going on? Now, I did sort of take a look at what this event is and what they do, and they say playable demos, new announcements, panels, contests, stage shows, giveaways, meet and greets, and much more. And they say this year we're thrilled to be joined by Xbox, Netflix, 2K, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Capcom, Saga, Intel, I can never say it, Lenovo, or whatever it is, the PC creators, and Rick and Morty, and Snail Games. Snail Games are here, like, in part of this. They're above Apple TV and Lionsgate, Samsung. You got Snail Games. But you know, like, the one thing is, I've talked to you guys a lot about Aquatica over the launch, and there's been many YouTubers that have talked about it as well within this DLC, and I just don't know how this is going to happen. You know, also I made a video talking about it. Snail Games actually deleted the AI trailer that was on YouTube, and obviously it worked in a sense of, you know, getting the name of ARK Aquatica out there, because it had like nearly like 700,000 views, the trailer. But I do think the reason they ended up deleting it is they probably planned to delete the trailer close to the time, because they knew it was terrible, but they were probably wanting to get as much of their name out there as they possibly could. So they still haven't set a date on this page here. It still just says June 2025, and all trailers that were involved with this DLC are completely not available anywhere on the Steam page and stuff. It's only the screenshots. And obviously the reason behind this was because that both trailers, not even just the AI trailer, were absolutely terrible. And these are images from the trailer, and the graphics were absolutely appalling, and maybe that's just because I'm used to ASA now, but it was like happening, it was like a low frame like trailer, and it was just the strangest thing ever. But from what we know now and what we've been told, this DLC is going ahead and launching sometime within the next month, and they are, you know, it says something that how it's got, you know, something to do with the events that happen with Extinction. So they're still planning on bringing exclusive ASE official server support, limited time support for official servers, enhancing the multiplayer experience. Has that changed, or was it always limited time? I don't know if that's changed from, because I don't know if it's limited time, but yeah. So pretty much, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys within this situation. Whenever I read that limited time, I'm telling you, like, I will be very, very shocked if when they say limited time, if one, the support is that good on its own, because when tickets go in the world of ARK, they're in the thousands. So they've got to be ready to be able to deal within the thousands worth of tickets. Two, once this DLC has dried up and they've sold as much as they can, limited time sounds like those official servers will be going down. So then after this has been sold, again, ASE goes back to being nothing, because yeah, you'll have the map on the game, but the official servers won't exist again. So again, we're going to be straight back to a position where the official servers don't mean anything anymore. To be honest, I'm just at a stage of it where I'm fully focused on Unreal Engine 5.5, June Awakening, and ARK Ragnarok Ascended, and they're my main focuses. Of course, I'll cover news on Aquatica to say what I think about it, because if I'm honest, I know no one's buying it and playing it, but I am just interested, are they actually going to make this a playable map? Like, is this actually going to work? Like, that is the one thing that I just think is like, and why are they doing this? Like, this is the one thing I can't get my head around, is why battle against your partner company? Like, this, can you not see that this is going to damage the game in the long run? If you want to do a DLC for ASE, which I don't agree with anyway, because it's the old version and we were sold a new version of the game, if you're going to do that and not listen to anyone, then don't do it at the same time as Ragnarok. Like, because clearly more people are going to be playing Ragnarok. I know more people, a lot of people play ASE, but don't make the player counts for both of them just keep jumping in between each other. It's not going to do the future of your game any good whatsoever. It is literally going to cause you destruction. So please start thinking more outside the box when you do these launches, because this is a complete mistake. And you're at IGN Live, and great, someone you know can ride on ride on an actual sea creature, and I've seen the information that you Snail, you've given out, saying you're trying to make this more of a child friendly thing. And by the looks of things, what I could imagine what they want to do is they want to go their own way with ASE and take it into a child friendly route, which I think I'd throw up if I saw that, because at the end of the day, the ASE brought so many memories, and in my opinion needs to be left alone. Like, it needs to be left alone. Like, how are we seeing a DLC for a game that isn't supported coming out literally next month? It just blows me away. But anyway, whether you like it or not, June, it's happening, and on the 7th to the 8th, there is going to be a rideable interactive booth that Snail will be doing. This will be a DLC created completely in-house by Snail Games, and we have absolutely no idea if this is actually going to be playable or not at the moment. And The only thing I will say is that Bellwright that came out, which was a game that Snail did, is probably the only game that has been like half decent that they've actually worked on in the past. One thing, unfortunately, that we have to deal with is that, so, you know, they can do things in-house, but I think Snail did that completely on their own. That's something. Let's see. Bellwright. Did they do that completely in-house? Oh, no. Oh, no. That was by Donkey Crew. So Bellwright wasn't actually even done in-house by Snail Games. Oh, right. Okay, so that's a little bit even more worrying, because this was is a pretty decent game. And look at, I mean, it's got great reviews on it. So that side of things is even more worrying, because when you go to developer, what other games have they developed that they're doing themselves for the stars? So it looks like they're actually going into their own development now. So who knows? Who knows? But, you know, all we can do is wait and see what's happening when it comes to the release dates. We know the release dates for ASA, and that's all coming up with the next few days. And I'm just going to keep you guys in the loop with what in the world is going on. Catch you guys then, and I'm interested to see the comments on this one.